Good afternoon. Welcome to a ground where you can hear the rain falling, but you can also see the players heading out onto the pitch.
Blue skies are just approaching.
And blue skies, Niall tells me, are just approaching now. This is not a kit storage. I find any kit in my way when I'm walking out, I will be kicking it across the car park.
Get on the mic, you're in for 2 hours now. See a bit of fire safety.
Live scoring up already. We'll wait and see who the bats are going to be coming out for Railway Union in this Division 3 clash. Many congratulations to Railway Union. They have won the league. So we will begin. Pembroke in the field. One suspects that Railway won the toss. And now they've decided it's too wet and they're heading for the safety of the changing rooms. And as they do that,
Blue sky arrives.
there we go. And now it's stopped.
Now,
Nearly stopped.
Joe. It's getting heavier again.
It's getting heavier again. Its variation is, you can tell by the speed of people walking to the, oh, there we go, there's somebody running. People getting to the sidelines, it's not that heavy at the moment. But this is cricket. We don't play in the rain, and for very good reason too. Bad enough. A cricket ball coming at you at great speed. Oh, we have a buzzy visitor in the gazebo. That's one way of getting everybody out. Amanda giving it directions. It's over there.
For those of you watching in black and white.
So whilst we wait for this rain to stop, I welcome you to Pembroke Cricket Live. Thursday is shaping up to be a big day. Thursday we'll see the women's firsts here. They're currently 1 point ahead of Merion in the league due to a most amazing season and set of results last week. Pembroke found themselves 1 point ahead with 1 game to go. Pembroke are playing against Balbriggan, whilst Merion will be away in Malahide, and I'm sure the live score and indeed our broadcast will receive plenty of views as people keep up to date with what's happening in the Premier League for the women's firsts. The other bit of news I have for you today, of course, is that the Irish women, they are in the European qualifier for the T20 World Cup, and it's definitely confirmed now that they will be heading off to Nepal on January the 12th until the 2nd of February. Where they'll be hoping then to finish in the top 4. If they reach the semi-finals of that tournament in Nepal, they will qualify for the T20 World Cup, which I think is being held in England. Anyway, they played their 5th game of the European qualifiers today against old rivals the Dutch, and they came out on top, in part thanks to Arlene Kelly, who was player of the match and took 5 for 14 for Ireland and made their target chasing just 110. They reached 111 at the first ball of the 20th over, and once again Gabby Lewis scored, I think, her 17th T20 half century for Ireland. So a good win for the Irish women, and they will now, as I say, be busy in January as they head off to Prince Andrew Leonard's land of Nepal. This Saturday, the 30th, sees the club dinner. Places have almost all been snapped up. Limit on numbers this year. And, well, if you're not in, you can't win. Always a good night, the club dinner. And Brian Sterling is the guest speaker this year.
Yeah. What's that look?
We think. Possibly. Allegedly. Rain still falling in Sydney Parade, although the sunshine is beating down on the pitch.
Oh no.
Rainbow. That's what I'm guessing.
Molly.
Molly, you're right on.
That's what a cameo, but I don't think.
You need to change the camera.
Yeah, I know, but I don't really. Can you see it on that?
I can see it. Just the tree has a halo.
You're
That
on
makes
the...
it a bit more. I know.
Do you want me to put it?
I suppose may as well.
Now I've been talking about it. There we go. There's the rainbow.
See it?
Do 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 do. Well,
Ah. Right.
now showing us the clouds that have been.
Oh.
See, beautiful blue sky, but rain still falling. Consequence of the clouds that have passed us, I feel. Very slow in falling. Do raindrops fall at a constant rate? I don't know.
Do what?
Raindrops fall at a constant rate. And the ones that contain more water perhaps contain more weight, and you'd think they'd come down faster, but they also have more air friction and resistance as they come down.
Either way, Robin S wants some of our rain.
Yeah. Come and get it, Robin.
You can have it.
Raindrops fall at a constant rate. Well, there's today's question. You just put your answers onto the live chat.
What's the question?
Do raindrops fall at a constant
Oh, I
rate?
see, sorry. I thought it was something that you had queried. I don't know. The raindrops were different sizes in Brisbane
Yep.
to that of Sydney.
Oh, very much so.
They were much bigger in Brisbane.
Raindrops in Brisbane and Queensland much bigger than New South Wales. It's certainly one area that they excel in.
Oh, there's your rainbow there now, huh? I don't know. That's probably what you're looking for. We're looking at. We couldn't see.
Yes, it's gotten brighter.
We go in search of the rainbow again.
Yeah, it just doesn't show up well.
It,
That's going behind the trees. Just there.
yeah. He'll zoom in now. As I say, it looks like the tree has a halo rather
Yeah.
than any great affinity to. But it does show you the front, doesn't it? You know, the dark sky on one side, then the rainbow and clear sky in the middle of it. So there you go, the beauty of nature, the nature of beauty. Well, the rain to me appears to have stopped. The first 11 seem to have wanted to start playing. Niall, would you like to write down a number for me?
Now, place your bets. How many overs are they playing?
12.
Round with 12.
I think 12's the minimum.
Yeah, it is, yeah. Do you want me to go and find out?
Pembroke have done very well in this Division 3 this year. Railway, as I say, they have won the league. They are 41 points ahead of Pembroke with a game in hand. They've won 9 out of 10. But the only game they lost was against Pembroke in Park Avenue. So they'll be keen to extract a little revenge, one feels, today. Railway, yeah, as I say, 9 out of 10 with 40 bonus points are on 220, and Pembroke Women's Thirds are in second place, having won 8 of 11, and they have 179 points. 20 points behind them then is Rush Women's Seconds, and in fourth place Clontarf Women's Thirds. Suddenly the sun shines and the game is underway. First 11 training. We'll be providing you with some insights and gossip. I don't know how many times we've told them that the Dougals are there.
I think I should just point the mics at them. Yeah.
It wouldn't be that far away from doing that. Through to the keeper. Jessica Duffy-Mollin. Callaghan and McLaughlin, the opening pair for Railway tonight. Nice shot, but also nice bit of fielding. Gail Bowen. Go on like a tree. All bark, no bite.
I'll get you, boy. I'm on form after last week. Boys, you're gonna have to get out, unfortunately. You can go up to the top net if you want. No, like.
One slides down the leg side, wide signalled.
What's your name? How's your barbecue on Sunday?
Somebody needs to make an alteration to the settings on live scoring, I think. Got maximum of 6 balls in and over. Another wide.
Oh, yeah. I'll let you.
Well, she picks up reward with the 8th ball of the over. It's taken her a while to find line and length, but once she did, she was straight through the defences of Callahan and sends her back to the pavilion. And Pembroke have a wicket in the first over. 9 for 1.
Yeah. Can you go on the spinners that second? Whatever goal to 6, whatever.
Here is the delivery. Picked up yet another wicket for Jessica Duffy Mullen. Nice bit of movement back in. Yeah, they've changed the settings they needed to. It's Gia O'Rourke in now. And she will be at the non-striker's end. Gráinne O'Rourke has joined Ellie McLaughlin in the middle. And bowling from the St John's end will be Anna Lynn MacDonald. Oh, big swipe at that one. Very nearly wasn't the one to leave alone. Robin, delighted you've joined us again today. Well, she's onto that one quickly. Keelan Murphy with a bit of fielding. Keeps it at a single. Stops the boundary just as importantly. It's the women's thirds. Having quite a successful season this year. Nice shot through the offside. That's hit with some power. That will travel all the way over to the underage game between Railway and Pembroke that's taking place on the rugby outfield. Cracking shot. Nice piece of fielding. Made it a bit tighter than maybe anyone thought it was going to be. Another one pulled away to the leg side, where it gets a good round of applause from the Railway players. And Brother McDonough does a nice piece of fielding down in Michael Sharp corner. And that is the end of the second over. A good over for Railway Union, 19 for 1, after a passage of 2 overs. Now heading off to the edge of the pitch with the Dougals. Just bringing it away from the nets a little bit so you don't get that monotonous bat on ball. Through for a bye. Single well taken. Only a couple of weeks left now in the 2025 season. Awards night will be on the 6th of September. We haven't quite got to the stage of televising that yet, and with good reason. Full toss is pulled away on the leg side, reaches the boundary, and the run's piling on for Railway. Certainly not hanging around. Run rate in excess now of 8.5. Down the leg side. Umpire thinks a couple of times. Another full toss, and it results in another boundary. Just needs a word or two. Umpire Bruce Whaley. Cheeky and square leg. Bruce Whaley, who's made the move across Park Avenue. Direct hit might have been interesting, as it was another single taken. 3 overs gone now, 32 for 1. There's certainly no hanging around. Mullins, 2 overs have cost 21 runs, but she does also have that wicket she took in the first over. O'Rourke to face Anna Lynn MacDonald from the St John's end. Well, that's that wasn't the best call in the world. As it was, they probably would have got away with it. Oh, one off the edge of the pitch. That's going to be a no ball. Nicely reached for, nicely pulled around the corner, 4 more to the total. This run rate just getting better and better. I don't think so. So I've got to with a magnificent 132 at the weekend. As the seconds beat Clontarf, seconds in Castle Avenue by considerable margin, shall we say. Changing the field now. Keelan runs out on the offside. The swap is made. Quite happy here at the moment. Another yes/no call. Good job they ended with the no. Possibly going down the leg side, guessing from the shot played by the bat. Definitely outside leg. Might have hit leg on a second set of stumps maybe. This one lands in the arc. A bit of teamwork in the fielding means it's a single to close out the fourth over, and the run rate pulled back to under 10 and over. 39 for 1 then from 4. Overall 6 from 6. Lachlan 19 from just 16 deliveries. Yes. Is this the start of our Indian summer? No. This is merely a bright spot in a coal bunker. First change of bowling now from the nursery end. Susie Whaley coming on, replacing Jessica Duffy-Mullin. Starts with a no ball, surely. Ash Carthy doing a fine bit of fielding on the boundary. And the no ball is indeed signalled. Big shot. And Ash Carthy with a left hand preventing it from crossing the rope. Saving a couple of runs. Back live now. Brother has signalled no ball and wide so far to sister. Maybe a few family words said, had, whatever. Another boundary. Runs just piling up here. Better delivery. Another big over for Railway. Another nice shot to a loose delivery. Full toss on the leg side. This time Ash Carthy can do nothing about it. 4 more runs. And that's the 50 up for Railway in this, the 5th over. No, they stay with 1. There was a slight misfield, but don't run on a misfield. Still loads of white pads around in Leinster cricket, despite the change to pyjamas. And with a dot ball, Susie Wadey finishes her first over. 14 runs. And now Railway, after 5 overs, 53 for 1. Railway will be up in Division 2 next year, having won this division, Sports Hub Division 3. This is the last opportunity for the women's thirds to get out in the cricket field, have a run around the paddock, a bit of a bat, bit of a bowl, and then all this gear will be washed and put away for 7 months. "22 weeks of the cricket season here in Pembroke. Bronwyn Boyd bowling from the St John's end. She won't mind just a single from her first 2 deliveries. Carthy again doing good work in the field. Ash will spend the winter hockeying. Hockey goalkeeper out in Bray Hockey Club. A short one pulled around the corner. Good fielding on the boundary, keeps it to a single. Big swing, no contact. And this has been the best Pembroke over. Craig. That's where you want the green screen.
Right there. The sun's on the wrong side.
Yep. Oh well. I'm safe for that for another day. Trying to make room to play that one. Couldn't. And that is a good over for Pembroke. Just 4 runs added to the total. 57 for 1 after 6 overs. What was the latest on the number of overs this game is? 16. So what will Railway consider a good total in 16 overs? Well dug out, because that wasn't a bad length to McLaughlin, and it's another boundary. It'll take her to 31, and it takes the score to 61 for 1. Anna Sims has come on at the nursery end.
Luckily I wasn't pointed that way. No other kind of street.
Big shot down the ground. Another boundary. In the air, beats Susie Whaley's outstretched hand and 2 bounces into the hedge in front of the bar. Just lifted it enough, kept it away from the fielder. Looks to do the same again. Oh, close run thing. They get through safely, and the score moves on 70 for 1. Yes, Pembroke thirds playing Railway Union's firsts. It's the way the leagues work out. It's meritocracy. Railways women's sides have been improving and growing over the last couple of years. Dominated Division 4 a couple of years ago and have done the same in Division 3 this year. Niall watching the replay right next to me. It's a close run thing. Bronwyn Boyd to continue from the St John's end. Swung around on, and it would take a very good fielding to stop that. Wasn't to be on this occasion. Just drifting onto the leg side. Well, that one confused the bejesus out of Keelan Murphy. Bounced and spun. And her footwork was awry. And as a result, this one from way outside the off stump, pulled across to the leg side. Just McLaughlin now on 48 and looking for the big shot to reach her half century. It's only taken her 29 balls to get there. She has batted with power and strength. Oh, dug out from under her feet and beautifully shot of her innings, and that has brought her to her half century. 50 runs, well deserved, bat raised to her teammates. Obviously an away player, only the Pembroke players know to raise their bat to the camera these days. But that is a super shot, dug out from under her toes. For a moment she looked like she was in a bit of trouble, not a bit of it. Hit the fence and reached a well-deserved half century. 52 out of 83. Things just going from bad to worse from a Pembroke point of view. Run rate now over 11. McLaughlin in some form. This one going down the leg side. Shake of the head from the umpire. Emphatic shake of the head. McLaughlin's 52 coming, well, she's been in there now for 32. This one signalled wide, 11 fours, so 44 out of 52. What's that, about 42% of your runs coming from boundaries as the over finishes. And now we see that O'Rourke is on 12 from 14 deliveries. Growing into her role. Her role, of course, supporting her partner at the moment, and at the halfway stage, 85 for 1. Ash Carthy now from the nursery end. The skipper going to her cupboard of bowling supplies. Using all of her resources in an effort to break this partnership. Another boundary from McLaughlin. This looks like it's going to be an enormous total that Pembroke are going to be set. So your dad comes in on the bicycle and you have to walk, is it? I'm wondering why that one wasn't called wide. Better ball from Carthy. It's pulled out to the mid-wicket boundary. How Pembroke must have been filled with hope when they took a wicket in the very first over. All it's done is spur these two on. Straight down the ground. I suspect that nobody's going to catch that before it reaches the rope. boundary. 10 off this over so far. Just the single on this occasion. Sports Hub Division 3 clash between this year's champions, Railway Union, and team chasing second place, Pembroke thirds. Big shot down the ground, it will bounce in front of the fielder, and the fielder slips, but still manages to be enough of an obstacle for the ball to stop it. Much better ball from Carthy to finish out the over. 12 coming from it, 97 for 1. Managed to get something on it. Seven overs remain in this innings. Round of applause for the water carrier. Well, it's a big blow through the fielders, crashing into the fence at speed. Cracking shot. And that will bring up the 100 for Railway in the 10th over. And this one, well, it was in the arc and it was just pulled across with some strength. And Ellie McLaughlin now has moved on to 62. Union into triple figures. 101 for 1 after 9.1. Another one into the fence on the leg side. It's been a strength. Back-to-back boundaries. McLaughlin now on 66. Just getting back to it before the second bounce. Sliding across the batsman's pads. Again, trying to get it out to that leg side boundary. This one in the air, keeper trying to get to it, and it just comes down between the gloves. No single taken. Well, the opportunity was there to be taken. Unfortunately, not quite there for it. It goes up enough. Keeper heads off for it, I think. Oh, half a step. Shot out to the offside. This time connects on one round past the keeper. It will just be a single. And O'Rourke will move on to 18 from 20 balls faced. 107 for one after 10 overs. You watched last night's game now, as you watch every home game, of course. That was some result for the women's seconds. They looked dead and buried. They looked in a bit of trouble, and they got home in the end.
Just wanted to keep it interesting.
People playing for the cameras now. I said the same to the Fifths on Sunday when they chased down 148 for the loss of 8 wickets. They chased it down. I thought it was going to be a lot easier than that. Ash Carthy, anyway, from the nursery end. She will continue. 12 came off her first over. Ash Carthy nearly deflecting that one onto the stumps. The cry of yes came very early, but it worked out for them. Yeah, lovely sky here now. The shower having passed through. A lovely evening this evening. The bar is open in Pembroke if you're in the area. You fancy, you know, start of your week wasn't great. Tuesday, bleh. Nothing day. Much tighter over so far from Ash Carthy. Takes the full toss on, plays it out to mid-wicket. Another no ball for Carthy. Nicely weighted on. Played quite fine. Deft shot from O'Rourke. These two now have put on 100. 102 to be exact. And the score moves on to 1-1-1 for 1. Well, David Shepherd and all his disciples will now be hopping on one leg. And it's successfully negotiated as the ball gets played out and runs away for a boundary to win the over. 115 for 1. There is the partnership, 106 from just 60 deliveries. McLaughlin with 72 and O'Rourke with 20. Well, they are going along very nicely and doing a fabulous job. Anna Lynn MacDonald back on from the St John's end. Breeze coming from the west today. That's what's been bringing the cloud and the occasional shower. Two dot balls for O'Rourke. Another one down the leg side. Much better over from a Pembroke point of view. Another one she's tried to play away on the offside. Her partner, I think, is looking at those and gazing out to square leg, wondering how many she could plant over there. But the run rate has been so exceptional so far that even this run of 5 dots. A maiden for Anna Lynn MacDonald, and much needed. It's now 3 overs bowled, 16 runs conceded. And after 12 overs, well, after a maiden, the score remains the same as it did after 11. 115 for 1. 4 overs remaining in this truncated game. Sun starting to play havoc with Niall's camera there. I think Niall almost prefers the dim and dark evenings. Nicely just shoveled away. Duffy Mullen back on at the nursery end. Big swing of the bat and takes an edge. 2 taken. Oh, I see the wonderful Amanda Dunlop carrying 2 cups of tea, and I suspect one of them isn't for Niall. Thank you so much. That would make it even better. Oh, you're all very funny over there. Managed to get to age 60 surviving basically on sugar and sugar products. Not like I'm a big fat lump of a man. 119 for 1 in the 13th over. Good over this by Duffy Mullen. That one, unfortunately, Taken on the full, but only for a single. 120. Partnership moves on to 1-1-1.
Jack will probably want something. Yeah.
That belongs there. It's going to be a timeout for me. It's just a one-fingered Kit Kat, really, isn't it? Bit of a crowd has built up outside the bar. In the air away on the offside, but they will pick up two. O'Rourke does like to strike the ball in front of the wicket, that's for sure. Trying to give herself that much room. Does the same thing again. Giving herself that room. As a result, very nearly missed the ball. Just a thin edge, took it away for a single. But McLaughlin, she's going to be looking to pepper the clubhouse. Just a single on this occasion. So we're entering into the last couple of overs now. After 14 overs, the score has moved on to 125 for 1. This is a truncated game. They will only be batting 16 overs. Pembroke will only have 16 overs in which to chase it down. So today the flag goes up to full mast again. It's been down at half-mast 3 times this season. Taken before his time, Peter Prendergast. And 2 of the elder lemons of the club, Noel Goff and Timmy Crow. Both absolute avid watchers of Pembroke cricket. Nothing more than coming down Sydney Parade. Duffy Mullin now into her 4th over. and slides across the batsman. Umpire arms out for a wide. Unlikely that McLaughlin's going to reach her century now. How she would have loved the extra 4 overs. Good ball from Duffy Mullin. Umpire quite rightly exercising his arms again. Run rate has come down under 9 now. A reflection, I think, of the tighter bowling of the last few overs. And there's another shot round to the leg side. Another one that crosses the rope. Another one I suspect that might take the run rate above 9 again. Oh, by 300ths. That's what happens when you do maths calculations on gut instinct. Doesn't always work out. McLaughlin again, utilising the leg side. Seagull on top of the floodlights, making sure all and sundry knows that this is his park. This is his green area. Well, I think they're a ball short on this occasion. The bail's lit up, it hit the stumps. Well, you don't see that every day. That's the light up bails for you. I got... Just keep an eye on the bails. There you go. Flash, flash, flash. They jumped out of their grooves and then they went back into their grooves. This time does make contact on the offside, having given herself room. And Rourke has moved on to 28. Lachlan, 81 from just 55 deliveries. Last over being bowled by Susie Whaley. And Lachlan again searching for the bar. Or at least for the boundary by the bar. Big round of applause for 82. Super delivery that. 15.4. Nice bit of movement, nicely taken by the keeper. Another good over for Pembroke. One ball remains. Ellie McLaughlin. .82 not out. Is facing. And again, another powerful shot into the leg side, brings her 4 runs and brings the Railway and Steam Packet Union total to 140 for 1 off 16 overs. Pembroke will have to chase down 141 in the second innings, and we hope you'll join us for that. I'm going to leave Noel to show you whatever replays he wants and has, and I'm going to take a short break. Are you coming with?
I think it was something in between. Or both. Do you like how I said sorry though, like as it came out of my hand, I was like, sorry, sorry, sorry.
I think it still says that that's just in your book.
That's so adamant.
Because it doesn't say Windsor.
Well, just before the second half gets underway, many thanks to those of you who have remained with us for this Division 3 Sports Hub game between Railway Union, who have done enough to be crowned champions already, and Pembroke Women's thirds. Railway Union batting first, and as you can see from the score bar ahead of you, they did very, very well in their 16 overs. 140. For the loss of one wicket. They lost that wicket in the first over. The other two, well, they put on 131 together. Anna Callaghan departed when she was bowled for 5. But then, wow, Ellie McLaughlin set about the bowling. 86 from 58, and Grania O'Rourke, able partner with her, 29 from 40 deliveries. On the bowling side, well, Pembroke tried a number of bowlers tonight, and with very little success. Jessica Duffy-Mullin was the only one to take a wicket there tonight. 1 for 34 off her 4 overs. And other than that, well, you're just looking at economy rates ranging from less than 5, well, exactly 5 1/4 for Anna Lynn MacDonald, up as far as 13 for Anna Sims. They will have better days, of that I can assure you. And we'll show you how the worm went, because it only went upwards. There was a maiden towards the end, and you'll see that kink in the line. But by and large, it was just onward pursuit of a big total by Railway Union. 140 for 1. The over by over is another graph that perhaps Pembroke would rather it didn't show. Lots and lots of overs at 9 or over. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 overs that went for more than 9 and over, or 9 and over. So a tough time for the bowlers, great time for the bats, and now we will await the players to take their place in the middle of the field. While they are there, I will take you briefly to the European qualifying tournament for the Women's T20 World Cup to be held next year. Ireland they've made a perfect start. They are 5 from 5. They have 1 game remaining. They have defeated every nation once, and all but one of them twice, undefeated. They beat the Dutch yesterday, or this morning rather, and Arlene Kelly, 5 for 14. Star of the show and player of the match. Well, we seem to have 2 bats out there. It'll be easy to tell who's who. Always suspicious when Niall plugs something into the soundboard. That is something wireless as well. Yeah, I'm very nervous now. There's a bit in a Bond movie when they're at a UN and a guy goes up to the soundboard and then uses a great big plunger and kills a diplomat. That's how I feel at the moment. I'm wondering what has he got that connected to? Is there another camera somewhere? He's got something in his pocket now. front of the Irish Times.
That's a super picture.
I don't know if any of our current listeners will remember Renoch Dehor, her daughter playing for Ireland at the World Cup in the second row for Ireland, doing a fine job, and it's her picture on the front page of the Irish Times.
That's very short. Very short.
Pitched outside leg. Life scoring yet to catch up with the fact that the second innings is underway. We'll leave them to that. There you go. Whaley and Ryan in together. Well, that is a super shot from Stella Ryan. Another good shot. Finds a fielder on this occasion, but they get through for the single. Well run. Well, that's going to be called a no ball, I suspect. Whaley gets back on it and gets down to the non-striker's end. And it is signalled as a no ball. That one just getting away from the bowler a little bit. Grandpa Bunny Sky this evening. Another one that probably pitched outside leg. But they'll get through for the leg by. Or, as the umpire hasn't signalled, get through for the run. Well, it's a good opening over for Pembroke. 11 runs on the board. .90 balls to get 130 runs. Anna Callahan bowling from the St John's end. She was the one wicket to fall in that first innings. Fell for 5 when Jessica Duffy Mullin managed to get one through her defences. Now with ball in hand. Straight back into the stumps. Well, that's what you call a straight drive, I suppose. Another dot ball after that initial wide. Good ball outside off. Ryan not stepping across enough. Playing just inside. Clouds have returned. We've yet to see if rain will also return. This one hit straight back down the ground. That's going to reach the boundary in no time at all. Super shot. 4 more onto the total. 4 more for Ryan. Just like Railway had, Pembroke are going to need a big partnership. That one, well, fielder very quickly realised she wasn't in place for that one. 4 runs. Full toss, pulled off the stumps. 2 fielders, and one has put off the other. And the fielders have let the ball sneak through to the fence. And back-to-back boundaries. Just what Pembroke are looking for at this early stage. They were both there, both ready for it, and then it just bobbled at the end, went through the hands. Never easy when a teammate's that close to you. And a dot ball to finish, so 4 dots, 2 boundaries and a wide. Quite the mixed bag there for Callaghan, but 9 runs coming from the over, and the score after 2, now 20 without loss. I was only eating those because it finishes the packet. Well, that's going to be called a no ball, and it got what it deserved, and it was delivered down into the other game. 4 runs. 5 onto the board, including the no ball. Just too much height on that one. 2 full in length, to be kind, and it went away to the boundary. Getting dark and cooler again here. Good second ball. That's a nice shot into open turf. Once it reaches the hill, it's going to increase in speed and reach the rope. And it certainly does. Another big shot. This time the fielder coming in from the rope. Means Ryan will just get a single, which will take her on to 20. Not out again, pitching outside leg. Another good over for Pembroke, 11 coming off it. 1 ball still to come down, 2 balls still to come down. This one's short, it's lifted over the fielder in the ring. And it's another one that's going to make it all the way to the fence. Another 4 runs, a 3rd boundary in the over, and those last 2 balls making such a difference. And that's still 1 ball to come. 15 from the over so far. It's been a tough over for Hiles. Back live now. Umpire calls over. And it's 35 without loss. Pembroke doing their best to stay in this chase. $106 now required from 78 deliveries. Definitely got a lot darker now. Cloud cover coming in. It looks a bit too high to drop any rain of consequence. You can see how dark it's getting by the way the scoreboard is lighting up the backs of those players there. Players sitting in front of the scoreboard. There is the scene here at Sydney Parade. Just need 4 horsemen now.
Back it up.
Well, not the tidiest run of the day.
Nice play.
I'll say nothing else in the book other than 1.
Is this Molly Slinger?
Just a slight misfield. Well, it allowed her to get back. And then they took a single. Carved away, down to short third. Another dot ball. Every dot ball extremely valuable now to Railway. What they want to do is get the required run rate above the actual run rate. Missing leg stump. Nice shot. And after 4 overs, the score for Pembroke, 39 without loss. The score for Railway at the same stage in their innings, 39 for 1. The required rate going up after that over. Just 4 coming from it. A much better over from Anna Callaghan. Here O'Brien now to enter the attack.
Definitely 4 to 8, come on. Definitely 4 to 8. You need 1 car.
Two singles to begin the over. Another accurate stump-to-stump bowling. Ryan will feel she missed out on that delivery. Susie Whaley very quickly to call her through for the bye. With a single just down the ground, and a very, very good over for Railway. Five overs gone, 44 on the board. And I did mention that Railway wanted to get that required rate to be higher than the run rate scored, and it is by 2/100ths of a run. So that will tell you how tight this is at the moment and how well they're doing. Getting very dark out there. You don't really see that on your screen. The wonders of modern technology and light capture of cameras. But let me assure you, it's starting to get very gloomy out there. Not much in the way of sunlight breaking through the cloud cover. Zoe Emerson has picked up the wicket of Stella Ryan. She departs bowled for 22. And that is the first wicket to fall. Score on 45. A good partnership for Pembroke, but they're going to need more if they're to chase down this massive total. 9 and over required now. 8.44 being scored, and the captain comes to the crease. Anna Lynn McDonald.
Let's go, Railway!
The first ball just making it past the edge of the bat without contact. Nice shot to the ball on the stumps. Big swing at one outside off. Another one. This time Anna Lynn trying to give herself room. And that is a fabulous, fabulous over for Railway Union. Emerson 1 for 1 from her first over, and the score has moved to 45 for 1. And that required rate now, well, it's jumped to 9.6. 96 then from 60 deliveries. Just wait for the bird to finish its little mating call. And O'Brien to continue from the nursery end. Whaley pulls one out to the leg side. And they've gone for 2, and they've got 2. Pembroke's hopes now pretty much pinned on a partnership between these two. Timing slightly off for Whaley on that occasion. She's looking to be positive. 19 from 16. Signalled as a no ball. The diving fielder taking enough momentum off the ball to allow the second one to do some good fielding and put pressure on the running batsman. 2 more to the total. 50 on the board now for Pembroke. And that is a nice shot, and that will reach the fence. A good over for Pembroke again. Having lost a wicket in the previous over, Susie Whaley now starting to find her range. And a nice boundary taking her through to 25 and the score to 54 for 1. 6.5 overs gone, just 9.5 overs remaining. 16 over game this on account of light difficulties and rain at the start. So both sides agreeing on 16 overs. I think that may be a warning for the Mancat. That's twice now. First one was to keep an eye on the non-striker, that she wasn't taking too much of a lead. Late call. Late takeoff by the non-striker, but they got there safely enough. Pulled into the leg side. Will they look for a second? They will. Whaley's on her way. Direct hit has her. But it wasn't, and she's okay. Another one pulled out to the leg side again. Will they take the arm on again? This time, no. Ends the over. A good over for Pembroke. 13 coming from it. Emerson, well, Anna Lynn faced her when she first came to the wicket. Was unable to score from her on that occasion. Brings Whaley back on the strike. Score has moved on to 60. And that was also called a no ball.
Stay over there, yeah?
Going down the leg side again. Optimistic though.
That's your choice. I'm not going to say it, it's your choice.
They take the single on this occasion. That's a big shot down the ground. Fielder comes across to it, but they get the single. So Emerson, inspired bowling change, keeping it tight. Frugal. Whereas Ellie McLaughlin was finding that fence with regularity, the same hasn't been true for Pembroke thus far. And that is the end of the 8th over. Halfway through this chase, Pembroke 63 for 1. From here to the end, they need 9 3/4 and over in order to chase down the impressive Railway Union total of 140 for 1. Partnership of 131 for the second wicket. Unbroken partnership as well. McLaughlin and O'Rourke. Ellie and Bornia. Now can Susie and Anna Lynn provide Pembroke with a similar sort of score? Back for a second. Another one swept away. The fielder again doing a good job. You can see 2 fielders in close proximity down there. Well set field, cutting off the boundaries. A lot of train action this evening. Pulled from the offside to the leg side. Fielder misjudges it, and that will allow them to get back for a second. Deciding to step inside that one and try and help it on its way. Couldn't catch up to it, unfortunately. Well, that one didn't miss by much either. It's not so much how close she is to taking a wicket. It's another dot ball. The required rate has gone into double figures. Single taken from the last ball of the 9th over. The score has moved on to 69 for 1. But the required rate, as I say, has reached double figures. Over 10 1/4 now. What was that noise? Wide delivery. Umpire all over that very quickly. And Pembroke reached the halfway mark in their chase down of 140. 70 for 1 after 9 overs. Still very much in this game. There's news I didn't think I'd ever be broadcasting. This one bouncing short of the fielder. They go for the run out, and then that in its own causes an overthrow and a misfield. And they are going again, and they get there safely. My goodness. And Susie Whaley looking for another. I suspect she'd be better off not doing so. Three from that comedy of errors. Followed with a dot ball. Very dark in real life here now. And that one's lifted over to the leg side. One bounce and into the fence. And that gets a big cheer from the Pembroke fans and the Pembroke players on the sideline. Lovely shot from Susie Whaley. Overcalled. Taylor Swift has announced her engagement, and Niall is being blinded by the brightness of the scoreboard. You can even see kitchen lights and the such like in the houses on Park Lane behind the bowler's arm. It's so bright now. Lights on inside the bar. That's how dark it is out here. That's how bright the lights are inside. Change of bowling. Burns starts with a wide down the offside. Keeping the scoreboard ticking over, staying in the game. Good delivery. Clears the bowler just about. Suppose it's safe once you do. And they get back for two. Well run. The weather turning against us again. Turn the Dougals down. They're being picked up because there's a bit of rain there now. One sneaking through everything. Temperature dropping a degree or two. This one wide outside. A no ball signalled. Still one ball left in the over. A welcome 4 at the end of the 11th over, 5 overs to go. 10 coming from that over. Pembroke remaining, requiring exactly 10 and over. 5 overs to go, 50 required. They have been getting 10s. Their own run rate 8 1/4, required rate 10. Suggests they may fall a little short in this pursuit. As Emerson comes on for her 4th over. 1 for 17 she has so far. Whaley on 38, facing. Single from the first delivery. Well, Susie Whaley had gone so far down the track. When her partner said no, she's lost her footing, hit the turf, and from there on in, well, Kira O'Brien was going to know exactly how and where to throw that. And a second wicket falls in the 12th over with the score on 92. Partnership of 47, just beating the first wicket partnership of 45. Now Pembroke need 49 from 28 deliveries. Well, the rain has started. Play continues at the moment with just 4.2 overs to go. Just waterproofing the gazebo, the production gazebo. Another one played at the offside. Doak that has come out at number 4. Jean Doak, we score a lot of runs very quickly recently. Could she be the one to bring Pembroke to the brink of victory? And the rain is coming down enough now that the umpires are going for a chat, and I think the umpires have decided they're heading inside. And play is suspended. I don't think they're going to get out again.
Even if the rain stops, the rest of the night.
It's going very slowly, but the light will come back if
The rain.
it moved quick enough to
Yeah.
get there. But
Well, the players leave the field. Pembroke 93 for 2 with just 4.1 overs to go. 48 runs required for victory. And it's a desolate sight we have at the moment. And Dale making his way slowly towards the dressing rooms. We here,
that
we've
desolate sight.
put up the shutters, hence your view through that camera at the moment. And let me tell you, it is a lot darker than that camera makes it look. Is there some hope in our future? I suspect the light will have gone by that stage. Dale telling the players now that they need to bring the covers on. And it looks very much like this game will be done and dusted. We will just wait to hear the official word. One pair are in Bruce Wadey's pocket and the other pair are on the stumps. Because he's the umpire. He took them off. Yeah, he took them off with him.
Oh, I see. All right.
But yes, the other set are still on the stumps. I'd leave them for the moment, Amanda. Well, it's been a spirited chase by Pembroke of this very large Railway Union total, which was backboned by Ellie McLaughlin's magnificent 80-odd. But the reply by Pembroke has been to have a partnership of 45 and a partnership of 47. And these two, well, if they could put together a partnership of 49 in just 25 deliveries. Amanda Dunlop goes out to rescue the Zinger bales. And also, I suggest to take the stumps out.
Well, they're pulling covers out.
Yeah,
So I was attending, but
but the covers aren't going on the mat, so she can leave
Yeah.
them where they are. They have been pulled up, and I suspect that that really represents the end of the game. Thank you very much for joining us this evening for this Sports Hub Division 3 game between 2025 champions Railway Union and I suspect 2025 runners-up Pembroke. It's been an excellent season on the women's side for Pembroke. The first, well, they lead the Premier League by 1 point going into the final round of games. That's on Thursday, and they are playing here on Thursday. So we would be hopeful that we would get a play here and also in Malahide, where second place Merion are playing. Vital games for both sides, and one hopes from a Pembroke point of view that they come out victorious and with as many bonus points as Merion do. And once again, many congratulations to the Irish women who have qualified for the global qualifier. That takes place in Nepal on January 12th to February 2nd. And we hope that that goes well for them too. Here is the story of the game thus far. Ellie McLaughlin's 86 not out, coupled with Grania O'Rourke's 29 not out in a partnership of 131, really did power Railway Union to a most excellent total in just 16 overs. Plenty of batting to come as well, I suspect, from the league champions. There's the Pembroke bowling, 6 bowlers used to varying degrees of success. In fact, only 1 wicket taken, and that was Jessica Duffy-Mullin, and that was in the very first over. The economy rate of Anna Lynn MacDonald, almost half that of her teammates, and in fact Bronwyn Boyd also did quite well, coming in at under 10 and over. In reply, well, Pembroke got off, as I said, to a good start. A partnership of 45 between Susie Wadey and Stella Ryan before Stella Ryan fell to Emerson. Emerson, who has proved to be a most excellent bowler. Even the covers are going on now. You can see in the top right of your screen. Sheets are going on. That shows how much rain is expected over the next couple of days and how keen Dale is to protect the wicket for Thursday's title decider.
versus 21.
Well, once Stella Ryan fell, it was a partnership of 47 between Anna Lynn MacDonald and Susie Whaley that got us to where we are now before the recent departure of Susie. There is the railway bowling. 1 for 19 for Zoe Emerson, and she has bowled exceptionally well. It's been good stuff here from Railway. You can see why they are the league champions for Division 3. However, I'm pretty certain that they would rather win it on the pitch than inside the dressing rooms watching the rain come down.
They're not going back out, Amanda.
Huh?
Are they not going back out?
Would you believe? No.
So hands have been shaken, covers have been put out, sheets have been put out. That pitch is to bed as much as anybody can be. So that is the end of today's game. It ends in a rain-affected draw.
Well, what's just going on there?
And the bright weather off to the west will not be here in time for us to finish this game. So I'd like to thank Niall and Amanda. As always, their assistance absolutely vital, especially from here on in, as we now will wait for the rain to stop before we pack up.
Oh, a surprising amount can be done in the rain.
Oh, everything in here can be done and will be done. But for me, Craig Senior and Pembroke Cricket Live, and as I say, our next game Thursday night for a title decider. We hope you'll join us for that one. And we hope that we have a day's or an evening's cricket on Thursday as well. So from me, thank you very much for this evening and good night.